come on, let's go. So I've said, sound, you get in, I'll follow you out. So him and his bird's gone out, got in a taxi. He's got back out the taxi, come back in to tell me to hurry up. The taxi driver's moaning. I don't think he was. The taxi driver knows a lot more than what he's let on in that investigation, and he's been dying to tell me, but he's scared to. He's contacted me a few times, and his bird. He knows what was said in that taxi. So anyway, he's came back in to tell me to hurry up, and the gunman must have thought him coming back out was me. So they've probably seen him go in the taxi with his bird, but haven't seen him come back out and tell me to hurry up. So now he's come back out, the gunmen think he's me coming out to get in the taxi. And when he's went round and sat in the taxi, they've pounced on him. 2 gunmen, 2 firearms, Cashman it was. They've pounced and started filming it, loading them up in the back of the taxi. But as this is going on, when he's gone out and got in the taxi, I've come out with him, but gone back in for Rizzler. Gone back in for the skins and the setup, you know, to take down the flat, the weed and that. And as I've got to the front door, bang, bang, bang. So I'm on the step now looking at the gunman. And all I've heard, it's Ferris lad, stop. The gunman stopped and got off. Now I'm chasing the gunman. I'm chasing after the gunman through Grisdale Estate. The bike I'm on, the gear change snapped. And that's it, I lost him by the Stanley pub. But he set me up to be there. So now they've got off. The first thing the taxi's done is screeched off to the ambulance. He's a gunman gone, fucked off in a taxi. His bird weren't even screaming. Think about this. You get in a taxi with your bird. 2 gunmen appear, you sat next to your bird in the back of a taxi. Then gunmen start shooting you. What's your bird meant to be doing there? Screaming a fucking head off, isn't he? They weren't a murmur or a Lisa. It's like she knew. I don't like to think she did, but it's, you know, it's looking that way. So now the taxi's got off. Now right facing me is the people called the Gill Boys. The Gill Boys, that house they're living in, used to be my house before Ian stole it off me. Like the house facing and that house there, it was all my shit before Ian robbed them. So when I'm out, you've still got Jared Gilboy that was grafting for us 15 years before, still on the estate selling coke to kids. So, but anyway, at this moment in time, we're meant to be close family friends. You know, we've been through a lot of shit over the decades, so we're dead close. He's dead close friends with Ian. So I'm thinking he's close friends with me. So, what would you expect that close family friend to do on such a situation? What would you expect him to do? He lives facing. He sees me on the set distressed with all what's just gone on. He should have come across and went, are you alright, lad? What's that? This is natural. That's what he should have done, natural. What did he do? I noticed it all the time. I noticed it as it was happening. When this shooting's going on, he's spying out his bedroom window. When it's all stopped, he's come out, walked flat across his wall by his front door, you know, across his kitchen window, went over the fence and screeched. Bailed, never come near me. I watched all that unfold. Fucking knew from the get-go. Why? Because he's always with Ferris. Ferris is always with Ian. Ian owes me a lot of fucking dough. He plotted with the people that tried to kill me. And this is what money does. You know, he wanted me dead so I didn't have to get me dough off him. And he done what he could to fuck me up. Mad. So now I'm in hindsight mode now. Now if I would have got shot dead in that taxi, I wouldn't be able to put pieces together. Like in 2004, when they come to shoot me dead, and ended up shooting young Craig and putting the rat, my brother, in hospital. It was the hindsight which helped me put the pieces in the puddle It's same here. On the 17th of March 2018, when they tried to kill me, I survived. The hindsight helps me put the fucking pieces together. And I'm not fucking daft, and I'm not stupid, and I'm not paranoid. And when I'm stating these facts about these attempts on my life, I'm stating the fucking truth. I was set up by Anthony Ferris to be shot dead in the full knowledge of Thomas Christian and Ian Gee. The full knowledge of it. They knew it was going to happen. They should have fucking warned me. Not let it happen. I've got no... What do I gain from lying on people in this situation? In any situation, but first and foremost, this. Why am I going to sit there and start chatting shit like Anthony Ferris set me up to be murdered? This is who was involved. That's how it happened. That's why it happened. Why am I just going to come out with this very detailed thing that happened to me? And it's lies. And the people I'm speaking about, why would I want to speak on them? Why would I want to lie about these people that's done this? Why all of a sudden would I want to go, you're involved in this murder? Why would I want to do that? Do you get me? I'm telling you the fucking truth of what happened. But I survived it. I survived it at hindsight. And at first. It's not at first. It is what it is. It's the Kinahans that had the substantial amount of fear to make people come for me. Alongside the money. But what the Kinahans had done, they were hiring young gunmen in the city to do mad things for them. And that's who I'm speaking on. I'm speaking on all these kids. And when I'm with this Ferris, you know, he's got the Lows round him. Daniel Lowe, Gaynor Keegan. So look, the Lows are the Keegans are the Carrolls, the Carrolls are the Cornets. So Lamb is the nephew of the worst smackhead family you're ever going to meet in Liverpool. Do you get what I'm saying? So when I've got... Before, years ago when I was a kid, you'd have a post office at the bottom of Mere Lane. And you would have Ryan Lowe's uncle dragging old women outside the post op by their handbags. So your nan would go in the post office, get a weekly dough, come out, and you'd have these smackheads grabbing her handbag and dragging them across the fucking floor, ruining them for the pay in their handbags. And that was Sonny Carroll, John Carroll, Paddy Carroll, all the same families, and these are the Lows. Gaynor Keegan. Jackie Keegan is Gaynor Keegan's sister. Sonny Carroll is Gaynor Keegan's dad. So it's a mad thing. Jackie Keegan was married to Davy Lowe. Davy Lowe is Ryan Lowe's dad. Daniel Lowe is Ryan Lowe's brother. So when Daniel Lowe tried to bonnet me, after the murder attempt, when Daniel Lowe tried to bonnet me and call me mad shit, and I've got her at the lights and give a shit back, and she tried to bonnet me again, it's the same firm, all the same family that's coming at me. Like if you look at the Wrights from Scotland Road, then you look at the Jenningses, they're basically fucking family. When you look at the Priceys, they're basically family. So when you look at the Jenningses, you know, Jordan, Michaela Jordan, these are Jenningses. They're William Moore's bloodline. See the fella that tried to shoot me dead on the 6th of April and kill little Craig? His bloodline are the Jenningses. And you might as well say the Wrights, and you might as well say the Keegans, and all them. It's all the same dirty fucking firm that basically tried to get me shot dead in 2004, tried to get me shot dead again in 2018. Same cliques, same bloodlines. And people think, oh, I'm not paranoid. That's how the fuck it is in the city. You've got inbred families all over the fucking gaff. And whether you like it or not, you have got the Williamses, you've got the Keegans, you've got the Carrolls, you've got the Cornets, you've got the Lowes, you've got the Jenningses, and they're all the same bloodline. Why? Because they're inbred. Willie Moore, Natalie Moore, they're all in the same bloodline. This isn't me hating, that's just me speaking facts there. Couldn't give a shit what they say. So when you hear me speaking on Ryan Lowe, that's why I speak on him. Why? Because you're acting like this big fucking sweet kid of innocence over there in the football arena, in the football space, but I know you used to sell coke with the Twinnies when we were younger. Andy and Leon Owens probably still sell your coke for you today. Do you get what I'm saying to you? I know Davy Lowe, your dad, was the first person to supply the Farleys with drugs. I know this for a fact. I know for a fact that Dad Lowe, not Davy Lowe, I'm on about Frank Lowe, the main fucking man. I know for a fact he was informant to Merseyside police in the early 80s when he owned Seal Street Gym in town. This is all factual information that was known to Tommy Gilday and his firm. We all knew this. So that's why I speak on the Lowes sometimes. Why? Because they fucking tried to get me put in jail. Danielle Lowe tried to bonnet me. I've given her a bit of shit. She's come back into the estate, tried to bonnet me again. I've moved out the way. She's screaming to her dad on the phone. Pappy, Pappy, he's doing this to me. He's doing that to me. I could hear him on the phone. Go to the police station and make a complaint. This is from Dave Lowe. Big multi-millionaire living in Spain, being flooding the city of Liverpool with swag for decades. He's telling his daughter to go to the police and make a complaint, knowing quite well I'm on licence. He knows quite well I'm on licence off me murder charge. He knows exactly what the fuck he's doing when he's telling his daughter to go to a police station and make false allegations against me. He knows I'm getting breached the minute I get charged. I was recording everything. Always have done since I got out. Recorded fucking everything. So when she's trying to bonnet me, I've got it on record. When she's reversing up the road trying to hit me again, I've got it all on record. But when he's told her to ring police, what she's done is she's gone off the estate, done a little tour and parked up outside the shop near the bottom road. I've been in a rammer, you know, a blender, and followed her to see where she was going. On tape, I wanted her to go to the police station so it could prove what I'm screaming to everyone. These cunts are trying to get me breached for the feds. Because that's what it felt like. I felt like that drug dealing family was going all out with the police to get me breached. That's what it felt like. And I'll stick with it. So I followed this Danielle Lowe, and I'm watching her from a little distance, 200 yards away. I'm parked up, as it's done, watching her with her as it's done outside the shop. Feds blue lighting it, park up outside her, have a word with her, and then blue light escort her to Walton Lane police station. She's gone in there and made all fucking crazy offences against me. I've threatened to shoot her, I've threatened to harm her family, I've threatened this, I've threatened that. Feds burst me Mars for me. That afternoon, she's made the complaint. The afternoon they want me, so they've took it and burst me Mars Ken. I've gone in an interview and went, look, that's what happened. There's the video right there. I followed the plug car when they're escorting her to Walton Lane, and I videoed it all. Got her parking up in Walton Lane, getting out the car with the feds, going into Walton Lane police station. Videoed the fucking lot of it. If I wouldn't have videoed everything where she tried to bonnet me, where all this, if I wouldn't have had that video on my phone, I was breached for the next 4 years, sent back to prison. Fuck that. So you hear me now years later, when I'm triggered, I'm talking about a traumatic event that's happened to me in the last 8 years more of the time. I'm out in a traumatic situation. That shooting happened and it's reopened all the trauma from 2-4 that I'd buried. Now everything that's happened since then is added to me trauma. So when I get triggered, I refer to these events like what the lows have done. And that's why I scream on Ryan Lowe sometimes. So there's always reason for me to be screaming on you. I'm not just like, you come at me, I'm telling people the truth about you. Not my fault you can't handle it, no one likes the truth. So that's what happened, mate. That's what happened in the city of Liverpool. And I still never left. Stayed there for a good year and a half under pure harassment, fire bombings, attempts on my life, all mad shit going on. I endured it. And then some bird just popped up from an essence when you can't be living in this. It's going to end up doing you. Come with me for a few months. So I just left. Left Liverpool. A year later I ended up back in Liverpool. And then it kicked all back off again. And then they tried to burn me flat down and all this mad shit. So I've had to move in with this bird when he had Quintus. And then that relationship broke down. And then I've had to move out the city because I'm homeless. So now I'm homeless. And then three years ago or something, Birmingham was the only place where I could get accommodation, and I've been here since. Not in the same one, I've moved 4 or 5 times. Why? Because the benefits deliberately fucked me payments up, so I get kicked out. We tried it again here the other month. The system deliberately not paying the rent. So I was in here for 4.5 months without these getting a single bit of rent. And this place was battling the system to make sure they got me payments. It's mad what they were doing. But this place fucking battled them, whereas other places just kicked me out. This place went, fuck, this isn't right what they're doing to you. How can they just do this? Isn't your fault. How are these managing to do this? So they fought it for me, this place. The support workers in here. Maz. And they fucking got it back, got the payments back. So I was living in here for like close to half a year. And these weren't getting paid rent or nothing for me. But they fucking let me stay. Every other fucking gaff just kicked me out and I've had to start again. The new process in a new place with new support workers. And this is what I keep on screaming, you know, about prevent. When they're fucking with your life, they can. How do they do it? They just cause stressful situations for you which hold you down, like fucking your payments up through your universal credit. They've done it to me loads of times. What does that do? Completely derails you. All of a sudden you're homeless. And you're in panic mode. You've got to rush out and try and ring people and find a new location. And if you do, it's a shit room. You know, you had your room boss after so many months. Now you're being kicked out because it's not your fault. They never paid. Just start you all over again, like, fucking ruined you. That's basically what they've been doing to me since I've got out of custody. So when I got out of jail, I had 18 months licence because I was under the old law. And I was on MAPA 3 Tier 4. And I had horrendous fucking conditions, bail conditions, bad ones. Most people would have fucked up on them. I never. I mastered them. Now within 3 or 4 months of me completing my licence, 2 months I'd say, I've been stitched up by Merseyside police. stitched me on a shit offence. But that offence they kept me on bail for 2.5 years until it was acquitted from the court. But the conditions for them 2.5 years replicated my licence conditions. So all the conditions basically I had on my licence, they've now put them on these bail conditions. Curfew, signing on, can't go here, can't, all the same. Now I'm on bail for 2 years, 2.5 years on this with them conditions. So think about that. I'm on licence 216 I get out until 218. No, it's the end of 217 I'm on licence. 218 someone tries to shoot me dead. March 218. So I've been off licence for 4 months. Someone tries to kill me dead on my March day. A month after that, I've been stitched with a set of secretaries and being placed on this mad fucking conditions. In that process, in that 2 years on bail, 2.5 years on bail for that shit offence, where the police didn't attend court 3-4 times and he just didn't throw it out, he just kept it going. The police and the prosecution service have had a 3-week battle. The prosecution service, a 3-day battle with my defence lawyer, saying it's in the public's interest for the people to know my new name. Now bear in mind, I'm out of jail. Whilst I was in jail in 216, I deliberately changed my name by deed poll from Darren Gee to Darren Trainer. Now the reason I done that is when I got out and I arrived back in the city of Liverpool, I could go into a dentist, or I could go into the doctors, or I could apply for an apartment somewhere, and instead of using one of the most notorious names in the history of Liverpool crime, I was able to say Darren Trainer. So if I went in the doctors and went, can I make an appointment please? What's your name? Darren Trainer. No one would bat a fucking eyelid. But if I said Darren Gee, the whole room would look at me. That's the way it is with us. Do you understand what I'm saying? So I changed my name to make my life easier to live on release without the past damaging me. The police went all out with the prosecution services to tell the gangsters and the kids that want to fucking ruin me basically what my real name is, my new name is. 3 days they won the case. The next day I'm splattered all over the front page of the fucking Echo. Darren Trainer, aka G, has a new name. It's ruined me. Now it's pointless me trying to use the name fucking Trainer. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? And what? I got a not guilty on this case. And they've just put me at major risk. They knew I've got major fucking dangerous people trying to put me down and shit. There's history of it. Why the fuck would the prosecution service in Merseyside and Merseyside police be ill intent on letting gangsters know my fucking name? Now I can't ring no one in Liverpool, and try and get an apartment. I've been trying for years to get somewhere to live in Liverpool. As soon as they know it's me, it's over. Why? Because 60% of your property portfolios in your cities are owned by major drug gangs. So look, the murder offence, the conspiracy to murder went to custody on, right? We got access to certain firearms, and one particular firearm that was used in this murder was a Beretta 7.62 short 9 with a quiet thing on it. A peach belter. 9mm Berettas are the best guns you can get. Ignore all your Glocks and all this bullshit. It's the Beretta. So I've had one of them. I've lost my chain of thought because I'm probably going to start talking madness here.
Because he has so regularly come out and repudiated us for having criticized him, his supporters have made sure to threaten us.
So the fella that gave me that gun, the fella that gave us that gun to go and do that murder, I've gone to jail. I've got out of jail. And he's a 33-degree Freemason. Christopher Farley, his name is. Now, Christopher Farley was Davy Lowe's partner in crime before he banged Jackie Lowe. And that's why there's rumours that Ryan Lowe is Chrissy Farley's dad and Davy Lowe isn't. I don't know whether you know them rumours, but they've been in existence for time. Now, that same Chrissy Farley has got a portfolio of 3,000 properties right through Lancashire. Right through Lancashire. Jack Fitzsimmons got a little question face there. 3,000 properties, apartments, businesses, houses, nurseries, cafes, everything. And houses by Belmont Tires, they're just a little bit of it, kid. He's got Jack Farley now tapping into the same industry, hasn't he? Jack Farley is the Lamb's best mate. You know, the Lamb that was involved in trying to get me fucked with the Lows. It's all one little firm, the Farleys, the Lows, they always have been. Even the Wrights, you know, you've got Chrissy Farley has banged one of the Wrights and had kids to some of the Wrights, so it's like it's a deep fucking, it's all bloodline connected. He's banged her, she's banged him, he's banged this, he's banged that, it makes them all interwebbed. Are you safe now? I've always been safe, mate. I'm their risk. That's why they've got to get me gone. It's always been the case. I'm always a risk to them. Still now. The feds know. I am a risk to particular people, and if I snap, they're in danger. The feds know that. The people that know me know they're in serious danger from me if I snap, and that's why they try and get rid of me. I tell yous, like when I'm sitting here the other night in a mad mindset and I'm telling yous, there's 20 people and one of me, and I can go and pick any one of them off when I want to. I tell yous, so me saying that has got all them worried sick. So for them to stop worrying, they need to just get rid of me. That's the way it works. Is your family still in Liverpool? All of them, mate. Untouched. Untouched. All of them. How are you, Lisa? Dimmock? Honey bear, are you good? I need to go and get my washing now, otherwise it's going to be fucked. I'll have to wash it again. I'll come back on in a minute. I get dealt with physically, but some things, you know, time's a healer. And it normally heals because the people at fault realise what was happening here. So look, loads of people have fell out with me thinking I'm not going through a madness. Do you understand what I mean? For whatever reason they're going through whatever they're doing, they're not considering the mad position I'm in. But as they grow up, start considering when they start getting impacted on similar things I've been impacted on, they start understanding then, wow, he's been through a fucking madness in. What the fuck is he still going? I'm nearly caving in off this. Look what he's got going on. That's what happens. You get a like an admiration from your hater. That's how powerful that is. Yes, G&T, law. Keep going. All you got to wonder is their whole intention is to knock you off. So for you to survive, all you've got to do is stay on. Knock you off what? Your little path, your journey.
Well, he uses the argument is a strong, pretty centrist.
Whether your journey's materialistic or not, you know, you've still got to keep it quiet. If your journey's out here, mine's in there. Mine's within me, my journey. A lot of yous have got a journey out here. You know, your materialistic thing, it's employment, it's job, it's nice house, it's holidays, it's money. This is your journey. But even that, you've got to keep it fucking quiet. Why? Because there's loads of people that are on the same journey, but not as clever as you. That they haven't got a conscience as you. So you can have conscience over there in the money world. It's just a level of thinking, to be honest. Do you understand what I'm saying? It's just fucked me when you think about it, the way they've got us. It's the money that's separating us. It's the money that's hurting us. It's the money that's controlling us. The money's dictating everything about us, whether we can be healthy, whether we can be fed, whether we can be homed, whether we can be fucking free. And we can't as long as we're controlled by money. You're never free. You're just fucked, aren't you? Because they've got it to the, like you're paying for food. You're paying for fruit and veg. Think about that for a minute. You're paying for water. Just think about what I'm saying to you, mate. Why the fuck are we paying for water? Why are we paying for tomatoes, apples, onions, potatoes, chicken, fish? Why are we paying for this shit? All that is in abundance if you let it be.
And there is so much nuance around this. There is so much explaining that needs to be done.
So it's just control, isn't it, that comes? Yes, Jamie, Kathy. Listen, this life is 100 years max. The next life, if you believe, is long. Yeah, this is judgment. Time of judgment, this, mate. You better let Christ in. All use people who just don't know. You're not understanding. You always refer to, oh, Christ is going to come back and save us all. He's already there. He's waiting to save us. Save us from what? Where you are. Where you are right now. This realm that we're in. I've told my grandchildren to have no children. Why would you do that? Why would you want to tell your grandchildren to not have children? How old are your grandchildren? Frogman, how did you deal with heavy losses to the people closest? Accept it. 14 and 15, no. Yeah, but when did you tell them? Got Jay saying, because the world's going to pot. It was already pot when you came into it, lads.
Change day,
You're just waking up.
But also, you know, if they're not the party in government, you do have another energy. I mean, maybe we should have asked Andrew Jenkins to sing at the top of our conference, and that might have attracted a few more people. I don't know.
In the meantime, we're getting policy up, which is quite interesting. Let's start with the Times, which happens to be up here, which is what we're expecting to hear on Tuesday.
The news channels are for the politicians, I reckon. I've said this before over the years. The shit that we're watching on the news channels is not for us. So why the fuck's it on there? Listen, why aren't we getting regular updates from what's happening in a fucking island about fucking so many miles that way? But we're getting everything about the Middle East and all this shit. Why aren't we hearing about what's happening in Ireland? Because there's pure Ireland fucking blood here. And if you really knew what was going on there, well, it's going to go off in Ireland, you know. And that'll be the turning point to what's happening. If it goes off in Ireland, that government is fucked. Do you understand that? If it goes off in Ireland, the establishment here is finished. I'm telling you. Be over for them, mate. Why? Because it's not like what it used to be, mate. You can't just storm Ireland and start fucking killing people these days. No way. Never, mate. This whole country will just go boom. Half the world. Half of the world's Irish, mate. You can get your shit in a twist. We're one of the biggest races out there, Irish. More than any fucking Indian or fucking Arab and that. The Irish bloodline spans this globe. Through every colour. Through every colour. You've got Irish. You have, mate. Without a shadow of a doubt. Most of America's Irish. Straight up like that. New York, Chicago, that's basically Irish. Irish are powerful. My nan was powerful. And my granddad. My granddad had the body shape of the old Irish fellas. Thick neck, thick wrist, broad shoulders. Like bulls, weren't they? Pure breeders. How are you, Rebe? Lots of Irish descendants in Liverpool. That's what I mean. You got Wolf Dog saying, afraid of Ireland, Britain ruled most of the world. By force. Britain also killed most of the world. Get your shit in a twist, girl. It's alright being patriotic and all that, but understand what you're talking about a little bit. The only way they rule the world is because they killed half the people in the fucking world, mate. Trust me, if they were losing rule of power in this country, they'd start killing us. Straight up. If that establishment thought they were losing power in this country and they had to use force against us, they would just line us up in body bags like you're seeing all around the world now. I don't know why you think it's any fucking different here. The British Empire still exists. It still exists. Yeah, definitely. You don't build such a massive thing and then destroy it. You don't do it. So it still exists, they just don't. They had to come away from it. Why? Because the way the world was moving. It's like they had to dilute the royal family. Why? Because the way the world was moving. Like when it was a man diluting the family through Diana, they purposely murked them, didn't they? Why? Because it weren't the right time then. When Diana was murked in the 90s, it weren't as diluted, if you understand what I mean, without being, I'm not bad saying I'm hating or being racist. So when that Dodie allegedly rumoured that he wanted to have a baby, that would have been the monarchy and the establishment being not all white. You would have had a mixed race kid coming through Princess Diana, which was a no-no at the time. Here we are now, 20 years, 30 years later. You can see the cultural change. You now understand why Queen Elizabeth disbanded the British Empire. Is if they give all these places like Jamaica and other places back their sovereignty. Then you seen Harry get this mixed race girl. Didn't you? Have kids. What's that? The royal family's not all brown now. Well, it is because they kicked her out and kicked him out, haven't they? So it's back to all white on the night, innit? The royal family. So it's still the British Empire, innit? It's not changed. You know, the only people of colour in that fucking family are the ones that are serving them. That's how it is. That's not hating, that's just stating fucking facts, isn't it? How are you, Steezers? Are you good? AJL, I'm sound. Vic. Obviously, there's no cast iron fucking proof to that, is there? Never is there? Even if there was, you couldn't do fuck all. See them lads today getting lifed off for the murder of that young man called Dijon? Put a post on my thing. Nearly lost my platform for that. All big mad things kicking off on my platform because I put that post up. You've got a good coping mechanism, do you? What do you mean? What's my coping mechanism? You haven't got one, you've got multiple. Well, you've been through multiple. Like, because every situation creates a new way of coping. Every time something goes on, it's a different way of coping with that something that goes on. That's why the experience is different. That's why the wisdom and the knowledge that comes from it is more there's more depth to it. Look, if I went through a problem and developed a coping mechanism, and that coping mechanism solved every problem, well, I think I found that, to be honest, and work. I think I found the one coping mechanism that can solve and alleviate every one of your problems. And I've been screaming at you. Don't worry. If it's in your control, sort it out. If it's not, don't worry. The only worrying that fucks you up really is the ones you can't address. So stop it. If you're worried about stuff that you can address, you can see to it and put it on the burner, and then when you've got to address it, you address it. You're not damaging yourself with this. You're in control of this. But this shit that you're not in control of, what you worry the most of, why? Because you're not in control. Stop it. It's doing you pure fucking damage. Damage though. Yeah, if you're whatever, a little bit fragile and you're not really street credited or what, you haven't been on the road or none, and you're hearing all this news stuff about immigrants and HMOs, and then all of a sudden a HMO's opened up at the top of your road, but you're worried. You're just worried, aren't you? That's out of control. You can't control that. That's how it is. The only thing you can control in all this situation is you and your children. And as long as you take the right steps to protect you and your family, you'll be sound. Don't worry about shit you can't impact or control, because it'll ruin you. Absolutely ruin you. So look, you've got a doctor's appointment. You instigated it. You were feeling a little bit ill, or you were feeling a little bit thing. So this is you in control. So you're feeling confident about it. You go to your appointment, you want to know what's wrong with you, and then they tell you to fuck off, fucking, we'll let you know. You let the control go for some reason. You know, you instigated this through you controlling what you wanted to do. You go there, and then you leave it in their hands, and because you've just left it in their hands, now you're starting to think, I wonder what these test results are going to say, I wonder what this, I wonder what that, if they haven't come on time, you ring them, hello, when are these results meant to be? I've been expecting them. Shh. Do you see what I'm saying? The worry, because you've lost control of the situation, that's why you're worrying. Whereas if you would have, after that appointment, when you left, you would have said to yourself, right, I'll have a result by the 21st of this month. Just said it to yourself without anything from then. If you would have just said to yourself, by the 21st of this month, I'll have my results, you would have just put that to bed till the 21st. You wouldn't have built up this worrying madness. Why? Because you kept control. That's all it is. So the shit you can control it and stop worrying about it. And the shit the fucking you can't control, just stop trying to control it. It's making you worry. Let it go. Cross that bridge when it gets to it. Do you understand what I'm saying? Anyway, that's how I feel. You got Dimmock saying I have anxiety because you worry. You've got mad anxiety because you're worried too often, consistently. Really, you're only meant to get worried in times of danger, you know. And it sets off like this survival sort of thing going on with you. So if you're worried consistently every day about something, it's going to ruin you, isn't it? Yes, Martin. Is your bike pedal assist? No. I crashed that one. Doesn't matter, mate. I'm faster on a pedal bike than what I am on one of the pedal assisted ones. Not the Surons and all them big heavy ones, but you know, they're like the Lapierre ones. I had the Lapierre one. Do about 25 kilometres an hour, don't they? 30 or 15 miles per hour they do. I can go faster than that on a pedal bike. 'Cause I've been peddling all my life. Since a kid. You ask anyone, mate, everyone's flying around on fucking cars and all this shit, and you've got me on a mountain bike. I had cars all over the gaff, but you've got me on a mountain bike all hours, mad hours. I'm still like that now. I can just get up and go out, but I've got no real purpose. In Liverpool, I'd have purpose, mate. Do you understand what I'm saying? Up here, I don't need to, like... It's just the way I've always been, to be honest. Honest to God. When you're sleeping, I'm out and about. It's like where you see most lads now up all hours. That it never used to be like that back then. It was just like certain people you'd have. That's why you were dangerous, to be honest. Why? Because while you're sleeping, I'm sat on your fucking back wall, watching you. Straight up, man. That's a skill in itself. You know, you get feds that train for years to be able to do what we learn to do on the streets. Get up close and personal. Pure observation skills and counter-observation skills. Pure intelligence skills. That's what it is at the end of the day. And counter-intelligence. So when someone's watching you, you know they're watching you. Yes, Bongo. Danny, wouldn't you move now to another area? Yeah, why not? Do you go to gyms, as? Of course. Are you against cars, Dee? No, cars are boss. I'm one of the best drivers you'll ever fucking come across, mate. I was banned at 14 for 10 years. My ban was up the day I went to jail. I mean, the day I went to jail, my ban was up. Back in the day, you could drive at 14 years of age and give them a fake date of birth that made you 16, and they couldn't do nothing to you. Even if they knew you, they couldn't do fuck all. Honest. Busies that'd be at my Mars all the time knows I'd take poles off them and give them a fake date of birth, and they couldn't do nothing. Just had to give you this producing ticket, a little shit ticket, give you it, and then you'd have to go to the plod shop. And if you didn't go to the plod, you know, the police station, to produce your documents, your license and shit, if you didn't do it, they'd send you another one, and then send you another one with a court date, and then you'd get it put off for 6 months, and you'd just be flying past them with 100 producer tickets on your Pazzy like that. They couldn't do fuck all, nothing. And then he just made all the rules dead stringent and difficult. Yes, Johnny. Honest to God. Just flying around in Metro GTAs and shit. Bought I was making like a couple of £100, you know, off little mad things and that when I was a kid. Going out buying cars. All these fucking helmets are robbing them. I'm screeching around in my little fucking Mini. Mini on a fucking A-Reg. Throwing it around like a go-kart. Sitting on a pillar. Like that. On about 2 pillars sometimes. Like that. Fucking boss lad. What did he do? He started bringing these fucking they took the tickets away and brought them machines out where they can identify you. Just fucked everyone up. So basically you couldn't give them a fake date of birth or nothing anymore. Ba-da-boom, ba-da-boom. Fingerprint machines came later on. You know, the PNC came first. Police National Computer. They never had a PNC last time, so you had the police will be completely disconnected from headquarters. So we'd be on our estate with a CB or a scanner. So years ago, like most houses I'd go into when I was a kid, would have a scanner on in the background. Do you know what a police scanner is? Well, it's not just a police scanner actually, it's a big, it's like you get them all different sizes. You get handheld ones, I had one when I was like 14. Just put it on in my bedroom, turn it on and listen to all the communication between the feds, raids and that. But you could also, I had a book of channels off Tommy Gilday had a fucking scanner about this big, off a fucking big monitor in his living room with the biggest aerial you've ever seen in your fucking life coming off his roof. Like a star, like a proper big massive antenna coming off his roof, connected to this scanner. And I'd be sitting there with him some nights and he'd have this channel and he'd pump the code in, ding, 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 and it'd get all the mobile phone conversations in the area. Honest to God, and we'd just be sitting there listening to him and Irv, and we'd know them sometimes, and they'd just be talking about mad shit. And then you put it back over onto the police, and then you could put it onto Mike 1. So Mike 1 would have it, the helicopter used to be called Mike 1, and you could put a code in and just pick up every communication with Mike 1, so when it's chasing shit and that, you'd know everything. And then it just went digital and just cut all that off. When it went digital, just cut all that off. But that's what they'll go back to. You know, when there's this digital thing just goes and everything fucks up, they'll go back to the CBs and terrestrial ways of communicating instead of digital. Them scanners now, you can still get them, and it'll tap into certain like planes. So you've still got things out there that are not digital. They communicate non-digital. So you know the airwaves that used to exist and the police used to come across them and all this. There's still you get boats at sea. You'll hear them communicating with each other on these scanners. You get all sorts of shit still on them. It's funny just listening to them CB heads. You know them CB heads? They're like a massive community then, you just don't understand it. You know, pirate radio stations. Pirate radio stations use the same the same equipment basically, just a different way of using it. They used to tap into airwaves and put their music out there. We used to tap in and listen it, receive it. Yes, Charlie. I used to love listening to scanners. It was my hobby. That's what I'm saying, scanners were boss. Proper pastime, weren't they? I used to have one in my flat. And my flat was at the bottom of our estate where my graph was facing. All them things though, that day, when feds get you with like mad items like this, they call it counterintelligence tactics and shit. So I've got reports where the label, so I've coughed for, I've had, and he had it for about 12 months he had it. A policeman's radio. The police begged me for it back. Honest to God. I planted it on the park on Mere Lane so they could get it, because they were just harassing me till they got it. Honestly, just turn it on and listen to them. And they'd know when the radio was active. Because you'd heard him start saying, can you change channel please? Can you change channel please? Can you change over to this channel please? And my line would just go dead. Honest, I'm not bullshitting you. We had this corrupt policeman called Chris Arnott. Detective Inspector Chris Arnott. It was the one that stitched our Billy up and all that years later. One of his fucking coppers have come unstuck and his belt's being grabbed, and on his belt he had his radio. And they come and give me it. And then we're just fucking buzzing with it for about 8 months, 9 months, mate. And then they just sort of located us somehow. Just got on us. Should have seen them. Fames them every night, just casing us. Where's this radio? I'm thinking, wow. This was before it was all digital. And I think that's why they went digital, you know, to secure the line of communication. That's all it was. It was weren't for us, weren't for like an advancement in us to get better television channels. That just came on the back of it all. The real reason was it was to secure the communication to, you know, between authorities. I would have been buzzing with one of them. It was boss. Why? Because you could use them. Use them in tactics. When you had someone you wanted to fucking deal with down there, you'd send the kid down there, do a bit of madness in L fucking 16 or something, and it'd come over the scanner. Firearms unit, L16, and you'd hear them all bursting there. In L5. So while you've got all the ARVs that end of the city, you're there doing a madness, and it takes them fucking half an hour to get near you. You're gone. Probably still do that these days, but they're on that now. They're on it. They'll send 2 instead of all of them and keep the other ones floating. We use wild when the storms all weekend on them. Boss, weren't he? Storms are boss. Opportunity storms. Bad weather, windy weather, rain and windy weather. It's all perfect, mate. Depending on what mind you're possessing. To me, it's just like an opportunity to do homework on people. You know, the people that are a risk to my life. The people that are a risk to taking my daughter's dad away and fucking her life up. Just do homework on them every so often. They don't go nowhere, but it's nice to just know they're there. You understand what I mean? So these knobheads and these people from Liverpool who think they're fucking mad, I've done homework on them years ago. You've only got certain people that have moved, like Darren Gee. His parents are still there, but he's moved from where he was when I done my own work on him. And he's just always locating every year. So for me, I've got to keep tabs on him. Why? Because he's a possible target in the future, isn't he? But there's other lads that have done homework and I mean, sat in the garden while the patio door's open. That's what I'm on about, how close I can get to people. And then all you've got to do is go, look over the wall, all the same, gone. And he's there, you know, that's his family home. You know he's there for 2 decades, 10, 15 years he's there. So if I was on I could just, listen, it'll be a bit difficult because I'm not in Liverpool, and this is why the feds want me out of Liverpool. It's just dead difficult for me to go in Liverpool and not be harassed by the feds. Fuck the drug dealers. But I've had moments here where I've just went, fuck it. And the only reason nothing's gone on is because I couldn't get to Liverpool. If I was in Liverpool and I had one of these moments, I could walk out my door and go to 6 targets. That's how easy it is. It's just how easy it is, mate. Honest to God, like. It's like some are on it a little bit, but they're just not on it properly. Because they've not had trouble for a long time. So they fall into this false sense of security. They lull into this like, oh, I'm sweet now. I can just live my life and I can just like... But just like me, I'm trying to get on with my life and just live my life. But there's people watching. They don't know where I am because I'm like a ghost, aren't I? It's only one of me. No family around me, so I'm not situated. I can just pack my bag tomorrow and go. Next gaff, next gaff. They can't. They're situated. They're based now. That's them. Into retirement. And I can just turn up on them if I feel like it. And it's not due to envy or jealousy. It's not because whatever or whatever. It is, you know, you have fucked my life up and you think, I forget this. Honest. You're all lucky I'm talking on the internet. Like, use haters, use little weird fuckers. Use things from Liverpool, I think you're over this fucking moon or whatever. You're all lucky I'm on the internet. You're lucky I'm on the internet speaking. Honest to God. But that's the same as all years. It's like, you know, it's like, you know, you're a fisherman. You got that particular spot in that particular lake, and you'll go there and sit there for hours in darkness and watch that spot, won't you? It's exactly the same. You're acting like a fed, basically. You've got an house under obs for a month. You know, when they go to school, you know, when the light goes off, you know, when the dull light is. You know, the fake light, leave the light on in the hall, they think people are at home. All these little tactics. You get to know that like the back of your hand. And when you've watched them a bit, you can start fucking like deciding what opportunities you want to take him here. You know, you can take him when he's taking the kids to school. You can get him when he's coming back from work in his van. You can get him when he goes round to his mates every night at 8:30 for some reason. But there's 3 opportunities you can take this. And it doesn't change. They just get more set in the ways in that routine, which makes them more vulnerable. So initially, they'd get in the car, start up and bail. Now they're comfortable. They're getting in the car, chilling for a little 3 minutes, setting things up, and that door wide open. Just crawl up, bang, gone. If it gets to that point, you know, you heard of all these soft cunts with the pieces jamming. There's only one reason then things are jamming. Well, 2. 1, it's a reball, and 2, they're not unloading the clip when they put it to sleep. How much of shit you fucking ruining your piece? Get all these cunts leaving the clip full, burying it, leaving it there for months. What that does is weakens the spring in the clip. So now you're banging it. The spring's not going because it's been stuck in that way for a month or something in the cold and the dirt. It's lost its like elastics. So if you're going out with your thing when you're bringing it back, unload it, Or just leave 3 in it. Not full. Why? So it keeps the spring. So when you're unloading it, anyway, that's another space. What's up, towel? Why are you coming in here speaking my name like that? One, two, three. Oh, they're coming in advance. How are you, Stevens? Some people have strange names, says Tommy. Strange. It's just fake names, aren't they? Fake profiles. With weird minds behind them. You know, what makes you sit there thinking you can't have your normal name on social media with your own picture? What makes you like set up a profile that's not you and sit behind there in some little fetish? That's what it is, isn't it? Yes, happy-go-lucky. Brown Kings, Williams, still being game and gymming it, Darren, yeah. Alan Kerr, Lisa Dimmock, Heisted Soil, says Clara. All week, fella, says Michael. The AI psychologist, my name is John Forbes. And your ma's a slapper. You know, don't start boasting about it, kid. Yes, Jesus. Until I got on TikTok, I learned so much. So haven't you learned nothing else since you got on TikTok? Did yours never jam? Yeah. And that's why I learned what I've just learned use. So it didn't jam again next time. And Spence post up. It's right, lad. Obviously, don't use firearms. But if you are, at least look after them. Why? Because it'll look after fucking you. Oh, you shall. Irish Scouts is in. Spends. Irish Scouts. Get into some mad fucking conversations, don't we? Hey. I just speak on some mad things, don't I? Let's think about it. Where else are you hearing this shit where I'm chatting? You know, are you? Was the Hillsborough at the conference? It's bullshit, that, mate. It's just Starmer with his delaying tactics. It's like the Palestinian state thing, it's just delaying. What happens when you delay stuff? With hope, and then the hope fades. Absolutely demoralises you, doesn't it? Got people coming in asking me questions as if I'm just going to answer them for them. Fucking leg it, you turd. You got the AI psychologist. I thought you were all for peace, not guns. Yeah. And why do you think you can have a conversation with me, you fucking dickhead? Get out me live. Yes, Irish Scouts. Lad, you'd always fucking look after me, mate. Hen spends post stop. I have no idea. It's alright, lad. No idea about what, mate? Spends. I've just followed you back, lad. Irish Scouse, so you want to open an account? You're not, are you, mate? Sally and Risdale, how are you, mate? Laura Macca, you're okay, Lara? Linda Kay, all good today? MCD McDonough, how are you, Lara? Vic saying, proper helmets coming in now. Well, that's what happens, isn't it? Who else are they going to be watching these hours who's talking sense like me? No one. There's only so much bullshit you can listen to, isn't there? People say I'm talking shit, but I'm not. Why? Because bullshit's untrue. Anything that's true is definitely not bullshit, okay? Now we can sit here, but he always make clear that I'm thinking far-fetched here. Or, you know, we're just thinking outside the box here. So when we get on some subjects and we're speaking about mad stuff, people are locking in going, wow, these are talking mad shit, these. Well, they're all chatting shit then and getting off. You know, instead of listening to, like, everything what's going on. But he also tell you, fact. I always say, Jordan, fact. Why? Because I'm speaking truth on certain things. I'm saying that's fact. This far-fetched stuff, I never say it's factual. I say it makes sense, so why isn't it? Who can deny what's being said here? Oh, you can't really clear. So ignore the helmets, lah. They're going to come in, they're going to instigate whatever clips they want. So they'll come in and go, what do you think about this then? Understand what I'm saying? What do you think about this then? And screen record me reply, because they want me to address certain things. So he came in, what do you think about grooming gangs in Islam? And then he's probably got me on screen record, wanting me to say whatever, what he was wishing me to say. And then he would have just put it out there. I've had that done to me. I've been rapping years ago, and in the rap, which it's said in the same words, but I've said the N word. People have took it and just kept me saying that, so it looks like I'm saying that, just that word to someone. The zombies will have their catnaps. Look at the creatures, like they're funny, aren't they? Just weird creatures, mate. Majority of them are fighters, you know. You know, like who targets me all the time when he's on a come down? That's Shamrock. He's targeted me for years, that's Shamrock, you know. You know, when he's been on a fast one, he's on a come down, he just bombards my Twitter account with mad comments. I never used to screenshot them and reply to him, but I started screenshotting and replying to him. He's gone quiet since. Why? Because it exposes that he's not a true professional. Anyone that's proclaiming to be an MMA artist, but they're sniffing and drinking, they're just not. They're fucked. They always will be. So you've got some decent Scouse kids that won't touch a drink, won't touch a fucking drug, and they're in the fighting world doing it correct. And then you've just got egotistic fuck-ups, and it's the coke sniffing that's give them the egotism. And it shows in everything they're doing. But they just attack me. It's weird. as I said earlier on, I can make you look at yourself, and that's what the problem is, honest. I can make you think inwards. And a lot of people aren't used to thinking inwards, they're always thinking outwards. So if I say something and you're participating in something I'm being mad about, you'll question yourself. And when you start looking at yourself to question yourself, you start seeing things. And you're either... It's only two ways you go, isn't it? It's like you, they're like you, everyone's the same really. There's only two ways you go off that shit. You either take it as constructive criticism and act on it, or you take it as an insult and hate because of it. So when I sit here and I say certain powerful things, I'm making you recognise you may have a problem within. Some of you will take it, wow, that was powerful, I needed to hear that. Some of you go, cheeky cunt, he's talking about me. You know, take it on a personal level. So when I'm screaming about dirty dying fucking drug deals, I'm screaming about dirty dying fucking drug deals, and every one of the little shithouse rats that's watching me now is feeling personally insulted. So they come back with shit. The other people go, yeah, you're fucking right. Yeah, you're right in what you're saying about these type of people. But they'll go, who the fuck are you talking about us like that? And it's the same right across the board, innit? You know, when I'm ripping people's fake teeth, you know, usual buzz off it, why? Because your teeth are natural. When I'm screaming about these people with veneers, and I'm saying, no, you just give fake teeth a posh name. You know, you've just got dentures screwed into your fucking head. You've got fake teeth. Now, when I'm saying that to these people who don't even know, basically, I'm just telling you all, with them teeth, you look horrendous, you look fucked, you've got fake teeth. They're convinced they've got real teeth. So when I'm telling them straight, shut up, you soft cunt, you've got fake teeth, it's dead insulting to them. And they hate it, and they get all offended off it. Why? Because I'm being honest. I'm telling you the truth, mate. I'm not like, yeah, they do look dead white, yeah, they do look fucking massive and spectacular, but the fake teeth, doesn't matter how you get around it. Why have you just had all your teeth removed to put fake teeth in? Does that make sense? It's not like you had a fucking incident there where some cunts just come from nowhere with a 9 and just sent your teeth down your fucking throat, and you've got to go and get them doctored and fixed up and that. You know, you're going into a dentist going, yeah, butcher the fuck out of me, mate, and give me some false teeth. I'm bouncing out of there like you got the best mouth in the fucking world. It's fake as fuck. Know what I mean? Well, some of yous will. Some of yous are sat there with them teeth now, fuming. And he's fucking cheeky cunts in. Cost me £4,000 these teeth. Don't give a fuck, they're fake. You should have got yourself a fucking car or something. You know, you're going to pay the same amount of maintenance on your fucking teeth as what you would have paid on that fucking car. And it doesn't matter. You can't get fake gums, you know, kids. Your fake gums are going to reduce in size, they're going to shrink. That's what happens with age. Them big white fucking... what would you call them with no gums? You young people getting your teeth done, you haven't got a fucking clue what yous are going to go up against in about 10 years. Honest to God, your gums are going to go missing. I've seen lads with these fake teeth. It's alright when you're outside, you can do your maintenance, you can get a little clean with your drug money and all that. You go in jail, mate, your gums are going black. You've got lads in jail now where they're losing like bone off the jaw because of the implants they've had. Honest. And all yous have got the same to come. Why? Because it's like every fucking market. They drag as much as they can from it. So when they first started it, they were probably using particular materials which would last long time, and it would be expensive to get your teeth done. But now they've got cheaper materials which give you alternative work, but your teeth will still get done, but the materials are a lot cheaper. Now when you start getting these materials that are a lot cheaper, they rot a lot sooner. They become rusty a lot sooner. And because your mouth is full of acid all the time, these metal rods they're putting in your fucking gob eventually are going to start getting rusted. Serious, like, trust me, mate. No more metal needed, thanks, says Heather Nugent. Did you not use metal no more? What are they using now? Fucking plastic. Are they using plastic now to put these things in your fucking gob? That's even fucking worse, isn't it? Wow. Do you know how hot your mouth gets? Know if you closed your mouth, it gets hot in there, you know. You know when you open your mouth and you go in the cold and it's giving you that what's it called? Perspiration. It's because your mouth's roasting hot, it's like a steam. You know when you've got a shower and you've got the window open and as soon as it clouds smoke, that's what it's like, dead hot in your mouth. So imagine having that plastic. Is it even plastic here? Oh, it's titanium. Titanium steel. Is that the strongest steel you can get? No. It's not. What's that other steel? What's that steel? What's the strongest steel you can get, you know? That's it, tungsten steel. That's it, Spence, lad. Tungsten steel. Tungsten steel. Yeah, like that other steel, what you've just said there. It's not iron, happy-go-lucky. Iron's not steel. Obviously. Might be a bit of both though. Might have both in there, mightn't it? Jaws, says Alan. Super heavy for density and expensive though. So you know when they do RSJs, is that tungsten steel? Do you know what RSJ is? A reinforced steel joint. So is that tungsten steel then? Because that's got to be strong if you're putting floors and shit on it, isn't it? Like a floor of a house can go on an RSJ, can't it? Or brand new roofs. Or full extensions. Or blocks of fucking flats can sit on RSJs, mate. That's how strong they are. Oh, structural steel. I don't know the difference, mate. Tungsten steel is stainless steel, says Danny. That's right, lad, are you drunk? Or just press send too many times. So what's stronger, gold or steel? Is steel stronger than gold? That's what I was thinking, Charlie, always. I thought gold was like a soft thing, innit? Like a soft metal, you can shape it easy and that, can't you, if you work on it? So platinum basically, I think you've got a lot of fake platinum about it. What is platinum? Is platinum gold and mercury? Is platinum gold and mercury? Is that what makes platinum? Otherwise, what's platinum? Platinum's gold in it, but it's like a white gold, isn't it? So how did they make it white? Yeah, it's white gold in it, but how did they make it white with mercury? Leonardo saying white silver, precious metal. It means little silver. Oh, is that what it is then? So it's silver. So is platinum silver? Why is it more expensive than gold then if it's silver? I had a 9.5 ounce Royal Albert 24 karat rose gold. You can't even get 24 karat rose gold now. Hang on, it was 18 karat actually. But you can't even get 18 karat rose gold now. So I had a T-bar bracelet. Do you know what one of them was? It's like 2 bracelets connect to a T-bar. Rose gold, 9.5 ounces. I think I paid like 1,800 quid for it back in the day. I got one and Pancake got one from the same jeweller. Pancakes was heavier than mine. My wedding ring is 18 karat rose gold. That's the best gold on. 18 karat rose gold. Like 9 carats even changed, hasn't it? Can you get 9 karat gold still? The number to that's changed. It used to be 937. For some reason now they've changed the number to that gold. It used to be 937 when I was growing up. And then rose gold had its own little number. And you don't see them numbers nowhere on the gold now. That's how you know it's all fucked. You see the gold market and the watch market, it's all fraud. It's all bullshit. Honest, defo. You got people thinking they've got gold and diamonds around their neck and they haven't. And even these little devices that convince you the diamonds are real. The same people who run the industry design them devices. Straight up, I'm telling you now. Why do you think the powers that be are going to give you access to the most precious metals on the fucking earth? Why do you think that? Years ago, they might have. Years ago, when your fucking granddad had a sovereign on his fist, that's gold. You know, when your nan and granddad had all these mad fucking Irish grands and nanas used to just have every ring had a sovereign or a horseshoe on, and that's what my granddad was like. Proper fucking gold on every finger. You don't see that gold these days. Nothing like it. Nothing. That's how you know the gold's fucked. It's all mixed metal now. You haven't got straight gold, you've got mixed metal gold all over the place. That's why you can see the difference in price when you take a proper old ring to a pawn shop and you take a new one. You can see the complete difference. Even if it's the same weight, the quality of gold makes it more precious. And you're only getting that from rings in the 80s, really. 70s and 80s. Early 90s. Then everything just switched up, everything just changed, everything became diluted. Instead of giving you the raw commodity, they were spreading it as much as they can to get as much dope from it. Like they do with everything eventually. Everything they do that with eventually. They start like trying to get as much as they fucking can out of it. And if that means bashing it, they'll bash it. And right down to everything though. Even your fucking like your seasonings and shit. You know, you've probably got fucking 55% turmeric and the rest bash. Same with your whey proteins and your creatines and all that. You've probably got fucking 75% what you're meant to get and the rest is bash. It's like your drugs. CF like your fucking drugs, mate. Before all that, you were getting the raw fucking ingredients. Power. As the decades went by, people bashed it to fuck to get as much money as they can out of it. It's the same with everything. You got Millie saying diamonds are worthless. They are. The only diamonds that are fucking worth dough basically are the ones that you see in like the crown jewels and shit. You know, canary diamonds, stuff like this. Yellow diamonds. They're the real shit. I think they're called canary diamonds. They're called canary diamonds. Yellow. Like a yellow diamond's worth 10 times more than a white diamond. And they're the real shit. All these white diamonds, like, they're real. But it's like your coffee. You know, there's grades to everything. It's the point I'm making to you is there's grades to everything. There's grades to clothes. There's grades to food. There's grades to drink. There's grades to vodka. There's grades to fucking tea, coffee. There's grades to the lot. So look, if you're from Colombia, where pure coffee is made, innit? I think it is. Well, just somewhere over there where the coffee's grown, you will have top quality fucking coffee, and then you'll have coffee that just hasn't made the cut. But it'll still be bagged up and distributed around the world. Now, the majority of you coffee drinkers in this country, whether you're going to Costco, whether you're going to Starbucks, whether you're going to any of these fucking daft outlets, you're getting low-grade coffee seeds. You are, straight up. You're drinking low-grade coffee. Them drinking proper coffee. You know, them who create it. So you remember years ago, like your brown sauce. Your brown sauce years ago, I think it had 3 ingredients in it. 3. Your proper brown sauce from like when you were growing up as a kid, that had like 3 ingredients in it. Seen it now. Same with the red sauce. Red sauce had something like 3 ingredients in it. Tomatoes, vinegar and something else. Salt. That was tomato sauce. Look at it now. It's got fucking all sorts of mad shit in there. Why? Dragging it out. Getting as much as they fucking can from it. Like most of your clothes years and years and years and years ago was 100% wool and cotton. All of them. Now you've got all this mad dirty fucking fabrics getting intertwined with it. Getting as much as they fucking can from it. So just bear that in mind, mate. So look, what you could used to do years ago was get your brown sauce, which had so many ingredients in it. You could get your red sauce, which had its own little few ingredients in it. And then you could get a bit of mayo. And if you mix the 3 of them, you'd have barbecue sauce. But instead of them cunts just doing that and giving you quality barbecue sauce, they're making a mad shit thing over there and banging in its own separate bottle. Using 20 ingredients instead of just the 6 off the brown and the fucking red. So if you don't believe me, give it a go. Get your red sauce, get your brown sauce, get your little bit of mayo and mix them. You got barbecue sauce. Why you ignoring the question, says Michael Howard. Oh, you just fuck off, you helmet. I'm not in the mood for dickheads like him. I'm saying synthetic smarty. No, 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 no. Do you add the three equally? No, just less mayonnaise than anything. Just give it a little go till the texture's right and the taste right for you. Trust me, just get a spoonful, half spoonful, mix it. I wouldn't even put mayo in it. Mayo should just make it thicker. But if you remove the mayo, it's still the taste of fucking smoky barbecue sauce. And I'm not going to try it. Are you a real chef, Darren? Everyone's a chef. Everyone's a chef. They just had to put they just had to put things in place. Like they do fucking everything. So look, every mother from the 80s is a top class fucking chef. The food they can knock together. Most mothers, all mans knew exactly what the fuck they were doing. So me, getting over there, putting on a video, cooking a chicken scram, that's me being a chef for half an hour in my life. Just like yous. And if you would have been growing up cooking, if your kids grow up cooking and just like use their own mind to establish ingredients and put this together, make that, they'd end up like some of the fucking most extravagant cooks in the whole fucking history of life. But just like they done with the education system, brought levels in to stop you from progressing above this level. And that's why you've got all these dickhead chefs now on your telly. That's like a fucking... They're trying to make that chef there look like something other than a chef. Does that make sense to you? Do you get what I'm saying? So now look, we've all of a sudden got auditors on how you should cook your eggs. The fuck are you on about being cooking eggs all but all of a sudden yous are telling us there's a particular way we should cook them. And now everyone's cooking them that particular way. Why? Because we've got these chefs on your telly. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? Like you didn't know how to cook a fucking egg. Now your kids are cooking egg the way they want them to cook the egg. So you'll have a chef there, I've got a Michelin star. That's fucking right. Why? Because you can do a pasta carbonara. So you've got an Italian restaurant and you do a pasta carbonara and it tastes nice like every other fucking pasta carbonara did. Do you get what I'm saying, sis? But now you've got all these young chefs looking at fucking Marco Pierre, some long-haired, curly-haired, Biff the Smoking fucking chef that was just throwing food all over the gaff for a bit. Now he's writing books telling you how to knock up a fucking fish salad. And this is what they've done right across the board though, to null the intelligence that we possess. So I've told you this multiple times, but all your kids that are going into college and they're all going to become an electrician, they all get put through that textbook. They all get put through that way of wiring this test. We need to see this done in this test. You've got your level 1. Well done, going for your level 2. Bang, you've reached your level 2. One more space for you to go to in there. Level 3, let's say. And that's the cut-off switch for you now. Go on, you've got a job. You just know, don't you? Every one of them lads can go well above that if they were left to do it. But they've been controlled. So now they're just stuck at this level of thinking. Like every other lad that's gone past them. They've all made the same mistake, fixed the same mistake. They've all got the wrong answers and got given the right answers. Do you get what I'm saying? Whereas electricians back in the day, to get a fucking shock. And the mate would learn, don't touch the red wire. Going forward, the intelligence will build, wouldn't it? That's what you do. But these have just brought all mad restrictions in. On everything, even your girls being fucking, they call them nail technicians. But even your girls going into these colleges, being trained how to be a nail tech, they're going to a level and they're getting cut off. They got the qualification, you can't go any further than this, done. There's your job. When you see the ones that go like independent and make it natural, they fucking smash it. Do you get what I'm saying? Why? Because there's a different level there. A different level of creativity. A different awareness towards improvisation. When shit goes wrong on the spot, you can attack it on the spot. You haven't got to refer to your textbook and go, hey boss, I've got this leak, but I don't. Because you're trained to deal with one particular type of fucking leak. You can't deal with every leak that comes round the corner. If you were natural and not going through textbook learning, and you were learning natural in the field, every leak that comes at you, you will have addressed already in your experience. And if you think about what I'm saying there and look across the board, they've done it with everything. Plumbing, joinery, plastering, roofing, scaffolding. They've put qualifications and certificates, and that makes you get to a certain level and stop, which is nulling the intelligence of our people. Like even in art classes with your kids, you know, art's meant to be creative. In other words, just create art. Schools are teaching your kids to paint the same way, draw the same way. So 20 years down the line, you're not going to have any unique artists. Why? Because they've all went through the same sort of method and training and got the qualification and passed as an artist, and there they are now, just using what they've been taught instead of using what they learn. Being taught and learning. Being taught and learning. Yes, Jane, Alien, Louise, oh la, she disagrees. Not surprised. That's why you've come in, to disagree, isn't it? Learning is not being taught, and being taught is not learning. Simple. Yes, Jane, Sally, Kay, Hazy, team member, nice one, CF, nice one, lad. These have just been buzzing off me, and now you become team members. What have I just said that makes you say that I don't talk shit, lad? Yes, Sandra. And I always tell you, don't I? I always use that thing there, what I've just said. You know, you're taught in these places, you're not learning fuck all. you're taught to do things a particular way, that they feel these things should be done, and you're getting taught how to do that. You're not learning fuck all. It's on repeat. You go to jail, I mean, you go to school for, well, it's just like jail school. You go to school for more than 80% of your childhood. You go to school, and for all them years till you're 16, you are learning the same shit. I mean, you're being taught the same shit. Doesn't matter. You can be in the juniors and they'll start teaching about a certain thing, and then you'll go into the seniors and they'll re-emphasise the same shit they were teaching you in the juniors, just more in depth with detail, more bullshit to fill your head with, basically. Yes, Alan. And schools are basically prisons. You know, they keep your kids locked in all day. You drop your kid off at 9, they come out at 3:30, but during that, they're locked in. They're getting conditioned, they're living in a regime, they're getting dictated to, and they're being disciplined by someone other than mother than father. So what makes you think you're raising your kids if you're seeing your kids for 3 hours in the 24? No, think about it. You see them over a weekend. That's probably to make your kids hate on you. You know, they probably don't do school over a weekend to make the kids hate on you. Why? Because you're not used to the kids being around your feet all fucking day, and now here we are, Saturday and Sunday, you've got all the kids running around your fucking feet. You're getting frustrated, you're starting to snarl at your kids. Your kid thinks you're their enemy more than teachers. You know, you've got kids looking up to the teachers more than the mum and dad. And you've got, mum and dad will be using teacher as a way of controlling kids. I'll tell the teacher on you. Alright. That's how shit scared they are of the teacher. Your kids are shit scared of your teachers, end of. And there's a fucking reason for it. Yes, Kay, Brian. So if you think about it, right? You put your kids in at 9. You pick them up at 3 or 3:30, some around them times. You've then got a mad rush with your kids getting back from school, making the tea, getting the uniforms off, doing all this crazy shit you're doing in a rush, like you're on some timetable. Why? Because you want your kids in bed for 9. Why? Because they've got school tomorrow. So you've got a 3-hour period, 3.5-hour period, 4-hour period with your kids who you haven't seen all day, but you're rushed off your fucking feet and controlling them, saying, eat your dinner, get this done, get that done, get that done, right, telly for 10 minutes, bed. They go asleep, wake up the next day, you've got them for an hour or two of pure control and rush. Hurry up, get your breakfast ready, hurry up, get your school, hurry up, get your bag, hurry up, get your coat, hurry up, get this, come on, we've got to go to school, hurry up. And then lock them off. So you're seeing your kid for 6 or 7 hours in 24 hours, but you're all manic. You're not even spending time to chill with them and cool them down after school and get them away from that fuck that they just had in school. You know, the head fuck that they get every day. The bullying, the name calling, all this shit. Yeah, so school's just a bad thing for your kids, mate. It's what it is. It's not good for your kids, it's good for them. Not wanting your kids in school. Without them, they've got no workforce. Yes, just Deb. Clara, Annalise. I'm only speaking facts here, you know, people. I'm not like, I'm just saying it the way I see it. It's not really facts, really. It's logic. You know, look at the logic in things. Does that make logical sense? What the fuck's going on there? If not, question it. Is the shit that's coming out of his fucking mouth making logical sense? If not, question it. That's all you gotta do. That's what we do in here, innit? We provoke thought. Will yours be homeschooling, Darren? You're not able to now, are you? They're making it worse for you now going forward. But if I had my kids here round me every day, I'll be schooling them. I'll be spending all my time educating my kids on the real stuff. What do your kids need to be able to do in this big wide world? Count and read, and that's it. Everything else needs to be a different form of education. Fuck the history, fuck this, fuck that. Yeah, give them another language if you want, Spanish or French or whatever, just to make them a little bit more intelligent. But everything else from that school is bullshit. Even the PE, they don't get enough of it. They get 1 or 2 sessions of PE a fucking week. They get 5 sessions of English history. Go and fuck yourselves. It's not even English history now, is it? It's Islamic history they're getting taught these days, isn't it? You know, just fucking damaging the kids from the get-go now with this mad curriculum that they change and do what the fuck they want with it depending on what generation is coming next. When we were going to school, what was we getting taught? We were getting taught like racism, basically. That's right, Sandra, I'll becoming a team member. Ignore the trolls. Little helmets. Louise saying practical. I'm in Dublin, says just hope you well, mate. Schools are just stats and numbers. The prisons, prisons. If your kids get kicked out of them prisons, they end up in the secure prisons. That school is like an open prison. It's like a Cat D prison. The gates open at a certain time and lock at a certain time, mate. The only difference with a Cat D, you sleep there. With that one, you sleep around the corner. Yes, Spinks. ST, what time is it? 2 bells. Steezers. Yes, Shirley, each mate. Becoming a team member. My belly's telling me to eat, can you hear it? But he had that pie today. It's mad, isn't it? If you've got a young girl who got stabbed multiple times, the murderer to that, well, the alleged murderer to that's on trial. We've had a fucking woman allegedly beaten to death, a nana, in her house in Dovecot. That'll be a smackhead if it's not a family member. And the family member's probably a smackhead. Or someone on heroin addict. That's someone's nan. Killed in her own home with a blunt instrument. It's fucking horrible, isn't it, when you think about it, people? Let's see. Nice one, Mundle's Media. Paula G, Emma, thanks. Steve, Donna, Charlie. Where's the story now? How could you even go not guilty? Yes, but Cole, you must be a horrible motherfucker, mustn't you, eh? Mustn't you? Think about it. Oh, we are. When's this dated then? Jackie Rutter. Yeah, so this is just being published, this, people. Nice one, Mundle's Media. Sam Hulse. This is only just being published, this. 7th of October. This was a nanny. So when you had young Olivia, you had Ashley Dale, and you had Ellie Edwards. When them three were murdered, you had another woman who was murdered in the same year called Jackie Rutter. A grandmother who was shot in 2022. 4 men are due to go on trial today accused of the murder of Jackie Rutter. Today then. The mum of 6, grandmother of 5, was shot dead aged 53 at her home on Meadowbrook Road in Morton Wirral in October. A mother of 6 and grandmother of 5. Imagine that. Simon Allen, aged 55, of no fixed address. 23-year-old James Byrne, also of no fixed address. 46-year-old Barry Glynn of Westway in Heswell, and 59-year-old David Harrison of Old Meadow Road in Prensby were charged with their murder and possession of a firearm, namely a self-loading 9mm caliber pistol and ammunition. I hope they all get fucking slammed, mate. They are due to appear before Liverpool Crown Court this afternoon, Tuesday, alongside Anna McGinn, who is charged with assisting an offender in connection with the fatal shooting. Charges against the 26-year-old of Frankby Styles in Frankby state that she drove Byrne and a second man, Preston Connolly, from Heswell to their respective home addresses while knowing or believing them to be guilty of murder. And that's it. You probably had a young woman being called out by this gang of fucking rats. Do you want to come and pick us up, love? Take us back to mine. She turned up. Yeah, come on. Nicked, caught on a conspiracy to murder. Fucked. Another young girl's life destroyed. Probably had a job before she got that. If she gets this conviction, she'll never have a fucking job again. Ruined. Look at this one. Family share photo of Dovecote grandmother 68 killed in her own home. Rose Johnson has been described as a beautiful, kind and lovely woman. The Johnsons from Huyton. I'm sure I've been in jail with a few of them lads. I have been in jail with one of the lads, one of the Johnsons. The family of a 60-year-old grandmother who was killed in her own home in Dovecote have shared a photograph of her. Rose Johnson was found dead at her home on Ancroft Road in Dovecote at around 12:35 p.m. on Saturday, October the 4th. So Saturday just gone. At around 12:35 on Saturday, October the 4th, with Merseyside police launching a murder investigation. Officers have confirmed she died as a result of blunt force head injury. A police investigation underway and a house-to-house CCTV forensic inquiries are in process. Officers remain at the scene yesterday. That's someone's nan. Listen to this. A tribute to Rose is being paid this afternoon by Maureen Johnson, who is a different name. Her name's Johnston and Maureen's is Johnson, who has been her neighbour for 44 years. She told the Echo she was one of my best mates for 44 years. We would go out together. She would come to parties. I went to her mum and dad's funerals. She was such a lovely woman, so quiet and kept herself to herself. She was a beautiful woman. Last time I saw her properly was at the Asda. I saw her sat outside, so I sat with her and we had a laugh. Holding back her tears, Maureen continued, I just don't know who would do that to her. There doesn't seem to be signs of forced entry to the house other than what looks like a broken fence at the back. In the early hours of Saturday, I woke up to bang, bang, bang. I thought it was the front door. It was loud and dogs started barking. I know there was a storm, told yous. But it was so loud, I spoke to my husband the next morning and he didn't hear anything. But next thing I know, police are here and her son said he had found her. And this is what they do, like. They've probably spotted her. Constantly. It's a local smackhead, that. We just don't know the full detail there, so we don't want to start speculating on it. But anything could have happened to this woman. Horrible, that. The fuck's going on in our city, mate? Got nanas getting murdered all over the fucking gaff. Kids, mums, women. Like, look at this fucking monster. Horrible cunt. What's he even doing going not guilty? Man stabbed girlfriend. Dead days after violent row during night out on Matthew Street. Michael Orbandy is currently on trial at Liverpool Crown Court, accused of murder of 32-year-old Rebecca Campbell. Have you seen her? It's like these girls getting murdered, mate. What the fuck? A man stabbed his girlfriend to death days after the couple had a series of violent rows during a night out in Liverpool city centre. A court has heard Rebecca Campbell died following what described as a sustained and violent assault inside their own home at Knowsley Heights in Huyton early this year. It's dovecot on Huyton's just fucked, isn't it, eh? I get criticised, you know, when I say dovecot on Huyton's finished, mate. Look what's happening up there. Nanas murdered, kids murdered, fucking lads murdered, now you've got women murdered. It's fucking off its banner up there, mate. People need to get a grip. The gravely injured 32-year-old told neighbours who came to her aid, my fella stabbed me before ultimately collapsing outside the block of flats where she lived. Her clothes heavily stained with blood. She then asked police officer, am I going to die? Imagine not being there for your daughter's last words and shit. Oh, they just make me sick, these nonsense, you know. Make me fucking sick, these steroid abusing, coke sniffing fucking rats do my fucking head in, honest. Her partner, Michael Ormody, went on trial at Liverpool Crown Court today, Monday, accused of her murder, but he denies this charge, claiming to have acted in self-defence during the incident. Have you seen the size of the cunt? The 34-year-old of Lineker Road in Litherland was arrested on Canal Towpath mere minutes after Mrs Campbell's death, having apparently thrown his mobile phone into the water. He told PCs at this stage, "This wouldn't have happened if you did your job last week." Alright. David McLaughlin KC told a jury of 9 men and 3 women during the prosecution's opening on Monday afternoon. On Tuesday the 15th of April, not even that far back, 2025, in the late evening, Rebecca Campbell was on the phone to her friend Faye Henderson. I know that name. She was at home in her flat in Huyton, talking in general terms to Faye Henderson. That was something they would do regularly. While they were talking on the phone, Faye Henderson suddenly heard Rebecca Campbell shouting something along the lines, "Go away, get out, Mick." She then heard a loud bang and puppies barking in the background. Thereafter, Faye Henderson did not hear anything else, so concerned was Faye Henderson that she rang 999. Faye Henderson was right to be concerned about her friend because inside the flat in Huyton, on the 5th floor, Michael Ormody, the man in the dock, stabbed his partner Rebecca Campbell many, many times. In reality, he stabbed her to death. When Faye Henderson arrived at the scene, about 15 minutes later, she saw her friend Rebecca Campbell on the ground outside the flat. Ormody and Miss Campbell were said to have been together for around 4 months. Four months, 4 months, mate. What's his previous? He's defo got previous him against women. Defo. Been with a woman 4 months and done that, lost it. Never even lost it. Probably deliberately got with her to do this. Not kill her, but try and get control of everything. Four months prior to her death, Ormody and Miss Campbell were said to have been together for around 4 months prior to her death. Although Miss Henderson reported that their relationship was not going well and her friend was ready to end it. Fuck. Another friend of the deceased, Josh Collins, meanwhile described how the relationship changed as it was on, with the defendant known to call her a slag or just stand at the bar and stare at her. This witness also detailed how he had seen them together before, arguing and pushing on previous occasions. One such altercation apparently occurred 3 days earlier on the evening of April the 12th, when the couple had been out together in Revolver Bar on Matthew Street. Mr. Collins, who worked at his premises, recalled Mrs. Campbell was in a drunken state and threw a shoe at Ormody, with police later seeing her slap her boyfriend outside the nearby Hotspot Kebab House. But the defendant apparently pretended to be hurt and took it as a joke, subsequently making it clear that he did not want to take any further action. And this is why he's screaming self-defence, isn't it, cunt? Later that same, this is what the court are saying, you know, this is all the prosecution's allegations, this. Later the same night, Ormody and Miss Campbell were then involved in a heated incident outside the beer engine on Harbin Street, in which she kicked out at her partner, Mr. McLaughlin, who was assisted by junior counsel Henry Riding. That's who prosecuted me years ago, him. That must be the son, junior counsel. Henry Ryden was fucking senior when he was... That's the son now. At some stage after this, you will see Michael Ormody being approached by Rebecca Campbell and striking her towards the face. That caused her to sustain a black eye and fall to the floor. 3 days later, in the late evening, Ormody was entering the apartment building where Miss Campbell resided while she was on the phone. She was not said to have mentioned that she was due to be visited by the partner before her friend heard the loud bang. Do you reckon he's just turned up on her? I did. A mobile phone was subsequently recovered from the canal after Ormley apparently tried to ditch the device. Having been arrested on suspicion of murder following Miss Campbell's... She's got this fucking big thing pop up on the screen. Let me try and move it. After Ormley had apparently tried to ditch the device, having been re-arrested on suspicion of murder following Miss Campbell's death, he was interviewed at Coppy Lane Police Station the following evening. In a prepared statement, Ormody said of the incident that everyone was drunk, but Rebecca was more out of control than others. And recalled that she had slapped him across the face. He recalled that he had been struck. It's all bullshit, isn't it? I just can't. Like, he's defo got previous, and they're not mentioning it, I don't think. Whereas if you knew what character he was, you'd go on it. Yeah, look at this. Ormody, who wore a white short sleeve shirt and red tie in the dock. A short sleeve shirt with a tie. You just know he's fucked, don't you? You just know he's fucked in the head, don't you? Wearing a short sleeved shirt and a fucking tie. Honest, that tells me he's fucked in the head. Ormody, who wore a white short sleeved shirt and a red tie in the dock and sported a shaved head, told detectives during a second interview that he had been seen wearing gloves following the incident, as he had blood pissing out of his hand of Miss Henderson. He added, "Faye is jealous of us because she spends more time with me than she does with her. That's all I have got to say." So what he's saying now, this is what they do, the cunts, you know. They'll get the girl, they'll isolate the girl from the friends and then just fucking destroy them. But it looks like she's had a friend, this girl, and he's been hating on her, saying she was just jealous because she was spending more time with me. You do get that sometimes. You know, when you've got a girl who's with a girl every night and then all of a sudden you get a boyfriend. You know, there's like a little bit of madness going on there. Why are you with him all the time, not me? But bullies like this always use them excuses. Always. She hated us because she was jealous of me being with her. They just use it all the time. It's like it's a known. It's like it must be a known thing for all these dickheads. No, the suspects like this, bullying bastards who pick on women. They must just use all the same get out clauses. You know what I mean? The following day, Ormody gave a further prepared statement during the third round of questioning. In it, he said of the incident on the 12th. If police had arrested Rebecca Campbell on this date, there would have been no further incident which led to him acting in self-defence. So he's blaming an incident 3 days before on why he's killed this woman. While he stated that he had been staying at his girlfriend's home at her request for 2.5 weeks after she had given him a spare key. I doubt that was true. But you never know. A home home spoke more on investigating some Miss Campbell has sustained a total of 27 incised wounds, during a sustained violent assault comprising of 18 stab wounds and 9 slash wounds. The slash wounds will be to the wrists. Defence wounds. No, she's trying to get him off. Concentrated on the left side of the body, probably lying down on a bed. A pathologist found that this was in keeping with the use of severe force, with injuries on her left arm also said to be indicative of defence injuries as she tried to fend off the attack. Yeah, it's always the case, isn't it? Her cause of death was ultimately recorded as being stab wounds to the chest. In relation to the issues you will consider and grapple within this case, you know that Michael Ormody denies murder. His defence to the charges. You know what? Let me just have a little look here a sec. Let's just check a sec. I'm convinced he's got previous in, you know. The way he's just blasé. With the reason and the excuses of what he's defo a criminal somewhere. So let me just say what's his name and what's his date of birth, and I'll just look now, innit? Just Google it. It's not given it's given his age, yeah, it did, didn't it? .34. Michael Ormody, 34, Liverpool. I'm trying to look like previous. So you got all 2025 updates, so let's just go right past all this. Let's have a look if it goes any deeper. Let me put this I was just all fucking up-to-date stuff, so when I'm searching back, oh yeah. No, there's there'll definitely be something out there about him. He's definitely got a fucking criminal history, this fucking monster. This alleged monster. Fucking horrible, innit? Hey, imagine that. Your daughter got with a fella for 4 months and he killed her. I'd be looking fucking murder, me. Honest, I'd be looking his whole family. His whole family, mate. Honest, I would lower myself to his level, mate. Imagine that though, people. I can't even imagine it. Honest. It's fucking horrendous, mate, what's going on in our city. It's just diabolical. It's not just our city, you know. And she's not the only victim, this woman. Or Jackie Rutter. You're getting 2 or 3 women murdered a week, if not a fucking day in the country. But I reckon every 2 weeks in Liverpool you've got a woman murdered. Therefore, mightn't be every 2 weeks actually, might be like every 3 weeks. But up and down the country, you must be getting 3 or 4 a day. You must do, you've got to be. You are. You therefore are. Without a shadow of a fucking doubt there. It's not good, is it? How many men do you reckon die? Let's see. How many women die a day in the UK? How many women murdered? Let's put it that way. How many women murdered? Sort of put how many women murdered in the UK on a daily basis. See what I say? Yeah, 2,000 women a year. One killed in the UK on average every 3 days. So every 3 days in the UK a woman's murdered. That's mad, that, innit? Then again, he doesn't say murdered, it just says killed. That's mad, that though, innit? 20. What is the biggest killer of females in the UK? That's even worse. The biggest killer of females in the UK is dementia and Alzheimer's disease. Didn't know that, mate. This has been the leading cause of death for women in the UK since 2011 to 12. Ow. What have women been taken since 2011 to 12? It's got to be with the medication, this, hasn't it? Got to be something. That's mad, that, mate. When did birth control tablets and all that shit get brought in? Someone's mentioning it there, Steezers. Yes, Liverpool. Be linked. What are the murder statistics by gender in the UK? So, in the UK, male victims account for the majority of homicides, making up roughly 70 to 75% of all homicide victims in recent years, while female victims represent the remaining 25 to 30%. However, female homicide victims are disproportionately more likely to be killed by an intimate partner or family member, often in a domestic setting, whereas male victims are more often killed by friends, acquaintances or strangers. Or a fart like that, just comatose the mind off you soon, you just sniff it. Put you on next level clouds like you've just put a fucking star dog in your brain. Yes, Paula. Anyway, some terrifying facts there. What's the most common female crime in the UK? I reckon it's theft. Let's see what it is. Theft from shops. Theft from shops was the most common indictable offence for female defendants. What group commits the most crimes in the UK? While no single demographic group commits the majority of crime, data indicates that males, younger people, particularly those aged between 21 and 30, and individuals from deprived urban areas are disproportionately represented in crime statistics. Statistics also show that individuals identifying as black or black British are arrested at a higher rate than other ethnic groups. However, it's crucial to avoid generalisations, as crime is a complex issue influenced by various social economic factors rather than ethnicity alone. Very fascinating. Who commits more violent crimes? Obviously men, innit? Among known risk factors for being convicted of a violent crime, male sex is the most prominent. Men commit about 90% of violent crime. Men commit 90% of violent crime. The world would be a better place if it was just women, wouldn't it? Yes, Sandra. Listen to this question. Are men more likely to be attacked at night? I'd say no. I reckon it's females. What do you reckon? Let's check. Nice one, Sandra. Fucking hell, you are. How was that? Males are at greater risk of assault, presentation, adjusted odds ratio, ACR 3.14, 95%, confidence intervals. I don't know what this has given me. That's just the madness that I've just been reading. Which gender is more likely to be abuser? Rates of female perpetrated violence are higher than male. That's weird, isn't it? Didn't know that, mate. Which gender is more likely to be an abuser? Rates of female perpetrated violence are higher than male perpetrators. We're talking about violence here. I don't think we're talking about, like, mad shit. I hope not. You can't believe this shit though, you know. They just cater the numbers for their own little things, you know. Like, how the fuck can you say the murder rate in Liverpool's gone down when you've currently got fucking 3 or 4 murder trials now, just this year alone? But they still tell us crime's gone down. Go and fuck yourselves, lies are lying. Doctor and numbers, aren't they? Aren't they the defo doctor and numbers? Without a shadow of a doubt, the doctor and numbers, mate. Because the crime is up all over the gaff, and you've got the government saying it's down all over the gaff. How fucking blind do you think you are, mate? Everyone's saying thanks for the coins. Will you put them treasure chests there? Everyone's saying thank you. Oh, I'm one of them. If I go past the yawn, I'm just up all night. If I take the yawn, as my body's saying, Daz, it's time to start mellowing out a little bit, calm down, bring everything down to a touch where you can say good night and God bless you all. So I'll do that in a few minutes, just bring it all out, you know, release the gas, Daz, release the gas. Whoa, triple bass, triple haze, 3 gone dead. Copper not lead. Who's this? Can't be arsed with a crying arse this time of the evening. Oh, hey. getting farts, weren't they? Because my body's working to a fine tune. I think it was me being sick yesterday in the gym. I just give the body... Remember I telling you a few months, I need to be sick. I haven't been sick, I just feel like I've got shit in here that needs to come out. And I believe it all came out. There was blood in that. But I believe that needs to get gone. Someone was saying like... asparagus, what's that? Have you got asparagus here? Probably just laying that right now. Esophagus. Oh, that's what it might be, yeah. Esophagus. What did it sound like then? One of them fucking... A dingaroo. Like a little sound box, aren't they? Yeah, a diggaroo, lad, a diggaroo. Yeah, Mr. Man. Get on you, lad, calling yourself after a fucking cartoon from years ago, you little weapon. I'd rather bang your man all over the gaff than have a split with you, lad. Telling you. I'd rather get your man by the throat, show her what a fucking goat is, than sit with you and have a bevy. I'd rather just get your man by the hair, lad, throw her all over the fucking show. Left, right, up, down, in and out, you know the shout. Machine I am, lad. 10 minutes later, she's screaming for me. Dazza, come back. Come back, Dazza. How are you, Lulu? You cool? Paula G in the house. Looks like I could be staying awake. Looks like I found this mad energy to just keep on going. What you on? Yes, Lulu, Paula. No, it is what it is. Got to keep it sensible, haven't I? I can stay up all night, bear myself out, start acting crazy tomorrow. Or I can get my head down. Wake up with the brain fully defended, ready to go with another 6 hours with the trolls. Do you remember Cavalier SRI or the Astra GTE? Of course I do. I've had both. I had the Opal version of the GTE with the electric clocks. You only got them from abroad, kid. You never got them in the UK version. You didn't? When you had an Astra GTE, that was the UK version, and it was normal clocks. But you could have an Opal GTE, which came from abroad, like a circle with a Z or something. GTE valve with a lecky clock. No speed. Like you'd have a clock where it goes up, don't you? And then you've got these lecky clocks that go. Anyway, you'd have one of them in it. They were all the boss cars back in the day. Why? Because you could just turn up with a 5mm screwdriver and just go. It was either, some of them you could just go in, go left, open the door. Some you can go in, push down, open the door. Some you can go in, pull up, open the door. Some you just had to take the whole barrel out the door and turn it yourself and get in. And then once you were in there, you just snapped and plugged. Plug off the back. On a mission. Bombing round in your Metro GTAs like that. Dragging the back hard until it crashed. And you just leave it. Alan Kerr saying Sierra Cosworth. Forbies. Some lad who only had a 500. Oily Darren had a 500. Not me, some other Darren. Kathy, now they take keys from houses or override the keyless, I know. Best thing to do is just take the battery out your car every night. That used to stop all cars getting robbed years ago. Just take the battery out. It's an headache, but at least your car's there. Look, if you've got your battery out your car, they can't overrule nothing. So you know the way they're using these devices now? You know when you see the camera sitting coming on the fucking path with these devices and linking up to the thing and getting it connected to your car? They can only do that because the car's got power. If you disconnect the battery, it's got no power and it's locked, deadlocked. So just take your battery out your fucking car. Straight up, like, just deadlock your car on the spot. You might have issues when you plug it back in, you know, the electrics all getting synced back into the place and that, but I'm sure there'll be a device, you know, that makes all that. That's the next way. If look, I've just invented something there, and if someone's got brains and they've got a few people that they know, they can go and smash the life out of that car market with it. Years ago, to stop your car getting took off your fucking path, you just took the battery out of it, or you took the LSD leads off, whatever they fucking, what are them called, them leads, used to take them off, HDC leads, used to take them off. Now, if you could take your battery off your car overnight and put it back on the next day without the memory not realising what it was all about, you would fucking smash it. If you could get a battery with clips where you could just open your bonnet and go clip clip and take your battery out from all the other connections and it kills the car dead, take your battery in your house with you. That's the new way for vehicle protection, that.